Hi everyone, 2025 has been a great year for fossil hunting, and I've been lucky enough to find a plethora of amazing finds. So if over an hour of 100 quick-hitting live finds sounds like your idea of a great evening, then strap in for 60 minutes of fossiling adventure. Well, that certainly looks like an ammonite, and I think, judging by these little nodes that are sticking out, probably a Paranoceros. So I'll see if I can get that out without breaking it. Here we go. Oh, it looks like it's all there as well. Oh, that could be a beauty. Very nice. So I've just been hitting this rock and something in there. Probably a duck, I think. Yeah, I'll take that back. Okay, so they're nice and easy when they look like this. Nice and easy to spot, that is. Although I don't think it's all there, but might have a nice middle, so I'll keep it. Another nice easy one. Is it all there? Oh yeah, looks like that might be. Yep. Well, you won't believe this. Straight after I've just recorded that outro, I've seen this nodule in the sand. I'm giving it a hit, and I think there could be a Hilding in there, which kind of changes around the whole day if there is one in there. Oh, very nice. So I've just given it a few more light taps, and look, it is. It's the big Hilding I wanted. Wow, that is unbelievable. Just coming off the beach in the sand. Oh, well, that's made my day. Look at that. Brilliant. A nice bit of fossilised sea coral. You get quite a bit of that down here on the whole nest. Polishes up nice. So I've just broken this one open because I could see the ammonite impression on the outside. There was nothing in there, and then I spotted this nodule, which looked like a nice nodule. And then when I picked it up, there would have been a nice one in there, but sadly, it's come out. Okay, so we might have our first fossil. So I've just hit this rock and I can see something poking out. I haven't had a look yet, so I'm hoping we haven't hit through it. No, I think we're alright. I think it is in there, the rest of it. So yeah, happy with that. Okay, so I gave it a few taps just to shorten it a bit because it was quite a heavy nodule, and I think I've got it just right. And look at this, beautiful Eleganticeros. So this is an interesting one. It's got a few little bits in there. On there. And going the opposite way. So yeah, a few nice ones in there. So I broke it down a little further. And look at that. That's a cute little one. Okay, so just given this rock a hit, and I noticed a bit of a pattern forming there, and take this away. That lovely big shell. A little ammonite sticking out there. So we've got a fresh cliff fall here, and actually I've just spotted something coming out of it. There we go. We've got a nice ammonite in there. Okay, so I just found this big, good looking nodule. Gave it a hit, but unfortunately there was Hildoceros in there, but we've hit straight through it. That's a shame. Yeah, well, this was a bonus. I hit this rock. It was a bit of a throwaway. It was already been hit. I managed to crack it open a bit more, and so we've got a nice Eleganticeros in there. Beautiful. Well, after about 2 hours of searching, I finally found my first ammonite. So, gave this nodule a hit, and inside, it looks like we've got a nice stack in there. Just lifted. Had a few nice ones there, but actually, looks like there's still one in there. Look. Which makes me wonder if the other half is still around here somewhere. I'll have to have a look. Okay, here's one. Hopefully, it's all there. Ah, it's a shame. No middle. Oh, that would have been a nice one. Okay, here we go. This looks promising. A few marks on there. Yeah, and there we go. Definitely an ammonite just starting to poke out. So don't need to hit that one. We know there's one in there. I can go straight in the bag. Well, this definitely looks like an ammonite. I think it's very crushed. You've got lots of lovely creatures on there. We'll give them a wash. Yep, it was one, but I don't think there's much left of that. Oh, lovely bit of sea coral. Probably worth taking back. Very nice. Well, I'm smashing lots of nodules, but having no luck. But then, just sat here as if it was placed. It is our first ammonite of the day, and it does look like it's all there. Nice. Here's a nice bit of ammonite. Yeah, nice. Okay, here's another one that looks like it's fresh out of the cliff. Should be all there if it's preserved well. Another one for the bag. Here's a nice bit of ammonite. Yeah, nice. That would have been a nice one in here. In fact, there's quite a few impressions in there. In fact, is there one in there? I think it looks like there is. Yep, one in there as well. There we go. Yeah, that one looks like it's all there. Well, presuming that the middle has been preserved. Looks a bit shaly, but we'll see. There's another one I've picked up, and yeah, looks like there's definitely one in there. Yeah, I think I've got another one. Just see it sticking out the rock there. So the reason I'm not breaking too many open here is because they don't split very well at Saltwick. Very sticky. So if you can see any signs, yeah, they're worth putting in your bag. Okay, so I picked this up, just thinking it was an interesting negative, but actually, turn it over, and there is another ammonite on the other side. Worth keeping. Okay, little game of spot the fossil. It might be quite an easy one, this one, because there are at least 3 in shot right now. You spotted them? 1, 2, 3. A bit scrappy, but still worth taking because it looks like they might have nice middles. Maybe on the other side. Right, let's play another game of Spot the Fossil. Not a particularly great one, but I think it's worth picking up. Just here. Just see it sticking out. Probably all there. Worth taking. So I don't know if you'll see this because it's in the shadow, but one, I'm entirely sure it's all there, maybe missing a bit at the bottom. But worth putting in the bag. Another one. Okay, here's one sticking out from the sand. Is it all there? Oh yeah, very nice. It's definitely all there. Okay, time for spot the fossil. It's going to be quite hard because actually this one's quite small and camouflaged, but it's an ammonite, and it is right here. Very small golden ammonite. That should pop nice. Okay, here's a nice ammonite. Nice colour on that. Okay, got a nice devil's toenail there. Obviously it just come out of the cliff because there's no wear on that at all. Very nice condition one. Okay, David's just found a very nice devil's toenail. It's a big one. Some great detail on there. That's a beauty, that one. Probably one of the best I've seen. Nice find. Thanks. Here's a nice big ammonite end. Decent size. Yeah, haven't found one that size for a while. Well, it's probably been a good hour and a half since I found anything. Well, that's a whole nice for you, but I've just spotted this. Should have a nice ammonite in there. Looks like an androg actually. Good. Okay, this is an ammonite in that one. Just see it poking out. I'll give that a hit and let's see if it splits well. Okay, so that looks like a decent fresh nodule. I can't see any signs, anything on there, but definitely worth a hit, this one. So again, I'll have to hit it off camera, but yeah, I'll show you if there is anything in there. Ah, well look at this. Actually got a nice split as well. Oh yeah, well, very pleased with that. Very pleased. Okay, another promising looking nodule here. Yeah, see that's definitely got something in there, so that's not worth hitting. And go straight in the back. Okay, always nice when this happens. Got two nodules right next to each other. One there, and one there, and I won't be surprised, I might have one in as well. Yep, here's another definite one, possibly two. That looks pretty worn out. Don't see any more. Well, I'll let you know if I do. Promising. Yep, one there. It's tiny. So I might take it, have a hit when I get home. And another. No. Nope. Yeah, I'll keep looking. Okay, so I've just found this nodule in this little boulder that's fallen on the beach. Looked like a perfect nodule. Couldn't see anything on it, just been hitting it for the last 2 minutes. They are so hard. Eventually we got a little break and definitely an ammonite in there. Little duck. So, not sure what this is, but I think it's a shell, a bivalve. Yeah, I think it's a little shell. This is interesting. Ooh, there's a big round nodule, or spherical nodule. Let's give it a hit. Well, Lovely sectarian nodule. A lot of nice crystals in there. But unfortunately, no ammonite. Well, we've come across a nice hildy area. There's one in that rock that's falling down, well that's crushed. And then I've just opened a nodule and got that small one. It would have been a bigger one, but I didn't sweat it too well, to be honest. But yeah, some good stuff to be found. Is there anything? Nope. Well, I stopped to look at this one, which is just completely crushed. But then I've just noticed this, which has definitely got a keel on around there. So that could all be there. Pop that one in the back. Lovely bit of fossilised seafloor. You can see all the contours there. But that look lovely in the garden. But there ain't no way I'm carrying that up on this beach. But still, lovely to see. Just heading back now over the rocks again. Just keeping an eye out as I go along. Found this, but it looks a bit crushed, that one. Yeah, plenty to look through still. Okay, so I spotted this shelly nodule sticking out of the sand, and so I've given it a hit, and already we can see there is a fossil in there, an ammonite, which I'm guessing is maybe a Mariceris or Amaltheus, and then also that came off the top bit. We've got a nice shell there, and another one in there. Look. So yeah, nice shelly block that. You can find some really nice shelly blocks like this on the Hold Nest. Okay, so another block here that didn't have any signs from the outside, but I thought it was worth a tap. And look at this. One in there. Really sure what that one is. Have to check that one later. But yeah, another one for the bag. Lovely bit of coral. Very nice. Here's a devil's toenail, or a grythea as they're actually known. And they would sit on the ocean floor in that way up, and the tentacles would get anything that went past that was worth eating. So I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up, but this is one of the most beautiful shell blocks I've ever seen. Got all these beautiful shells in there. Yeah, very nice. Okay, so this is cool. So that nice shell block I've just noticed has come off of this bigger one. I'm afraid it's going to be too big for me to carry off, but I'll take that bit and see how it polishes up. And with that bit, I might just hit it, just in case there is any ammonites or anything else good in there. Well, there's nothing else in there, but the amount of shells in here is incredible. Everywhere. Stunning little block. Well, not little, because if it was a little block I'd carry it, but yeah, saving my bag for all the nautiluses and bone blocks and multi-blocks I'm going to find on the way back in. Yeah, now this is something I don't find very much at all. Have a little game of spot the fossil. Not many rocks to look through, but let's see a little pyrotised ammonite, which I really don't find very much of at all. Now that looks like an ammonite working out there. So yeah, definitely all there. I'm not going to hit it. Keep that one. Get that prepped, nice and golden. Now I wonder if I can spot a keel. I think it is. We'll give that a little tap, see if we can break that open. Yeah, I'm going to have to do it off camera, I'm afraid, but I'll come back to you in a jiffy. Crack, and We're opening in now. There we go. Definitely one in there. Now, I'm unfamiliar with this type of ammonite. It's only a partial, but it looks cool. I'm guessing, if I had to guess, Litoceras, maybe? No, that's cool. Don't see anything like that. Well, certainly I don't. Just managed to tap this out of this fallen shale block. Looks like it could all be there. Well, I've just found one that looks like a beauty. But unfortunately, it didn't split very well. But it may be salvageable. Shame because it's right in the middle of the nodule, so that would have looked nice, but I'll see if we can clip it back together. But it looks lovely otherwise. Okay, so we've got a couple of nodules here, fresh out the cliff. That one. So I'll probably collect them all up and then at some point we'll crack them open. But yeah, I'll keep looking. Nice bit of belemnite, and I've just noticed another nodule there. Yeah, you can see that's got something in there. Yeah, nice. Keep looking. Well, here we go. This one's hard to miss. I like them when they're nice and easy like this. And it's a bit squished. Yeah. So nice to find. Okay, so this looks like this could be one. It's still stuck in the shale block. Oh nice, look at that. It's a good one. And then also, I think I've noticed a nodule here. So I'll just give that a hit and see if that is a nodule. It was a nodule, but doesn't look like there's going to be anything in there. A bit too small. But yeah, a lot to look through. So yeah, I'll keep going. Okay, so I've just been moving all these fallen bits of shale away, and I've just pulled this away, and look, in there is an ammonite. So I'll just get the chisel over to get that one out. Well, that's a nice fat one, but I don't think it's all there, look. That's a shame. And another nodule that I'll put in the hit pile ready for later. There's a couple in these ones. I might just get the chisel out, see if any of them are likely to have a middle. But quite often they don't when they're in that shale. Okay, well, this one looks like it's all there. Definitely all there. And may well have the middle. So nice. Happy with that. And then trying to get this one out, so I'll come back to you in a second. Okay, so I made my way through hitting all the slabs that had fallen down, the loose shale. One in there, look. And yeah, got a few out. There's one there. There's one there, little one on the end. Another little one, and one there. So yeah, let's see if I can get that out. See if there's anything in there. And then also, I've just come upon what would have been a lovely Hildoceras. So I wonder if I've just hit the hildy beds. So we'll have a look through all these fallen bits, and hopefully might find a nice hildy nodule in there. Okay, so this is an interesting slab. So definitely one there. That looks like one as well. A few other bits and bobs in here. So I'm going to keep working on this and see what I can get out of it. Well, I got a couple of bits out. These ones aren't worth keeping. These that have come out crushed or got no middles. were really small. But got these. So that one looks like it's all there. That one looks like it's all there. And a couple more to split. So this one's sticking nicely out. However, looking from that side, I think the middle has definitely gone on that one. So I'll leave that one there. Blimey, it really does seem to be a lot about today. That's not worth keeping. And then there's this one. Is worth keeping. Is that one? No, I don't think so. That one is one. Keep him. But yeah, they keep popping up. That's a nice ammonite point. That. Got the partials about. Yeah, what would round it off nicely is a lovely big hildy. That would be nice. I'll keep looking. Okay, well this is definitely a hildy. Not sure. You can see it sticking out there. And give it a hit, see if there's any more. But that one is broken. Well, it's a hildy. Not quite the big one I was after. Always nice to come away with some kind of hildy. Okay, so found that. Lovely, except for the fact it's got no middle, crushed. Another Perrhinoceros there, but it's not all there. And my ammonite just there. Well, this would have been a nice Phylloceros, I guess. I found a few chunks of these now, but not a whole one. That'd be amazing to find a whole one. Gorgeous shell block. I was hoping to find a Grammo in there, but there wasn't. But yeah, lovely shells there. Well, it's another hildy. Not quite the big one I wanted, but still a very nice one. I'll clean up lovely that. Already beach prepped. Yeah, very happy with that. Lovely negative. I need to find the other side of it. So there is a fossil in shot. Might not be the ones that you're used to seeing, but can you spot it? That is a belemnite fragmacone, and that is why you don't go too close to the cliffs. Of course, I've got my hard hat on just in case, but still, you don't want to be any closer than this. Well, just picked up a nice bonus one on the way in. So I'm starting to head back now. I'm going to try and get around the easy way up so I don't have to go through the jungle again. So as long as there's no seals in the way, then I'll go that way. But if the seals are there, then I'll have to go up through the jungle because I don't want to disturb them. So I've just seen this sticking out and managed to hammer this bit off from the top. And yeah, Perrhinoceros. Could all be there that side. Could be a nice one. That's belemnite there, look. Quite a long one. Okay, so just set this one open and look at that. Got a lovely little Grammo in there. That'd be lovely. Okay, just tapped open this nodule. There's definitely something in there. Not sure if it's all there or not, but yep, worth taking back. game of spot the fossil. A bit closer. And there we go. Nice little Grammo. Wow, how nice is that shell? Beautiful on that. Let's see if I can get that out. Ooh, get it out. I'll polish up nice. Nice Grammo sticking in this shell block. Let's see if I can very carefully get it out. Well, this was a nice surprise. Just a small little block like that. And inside it, beautiful Grammo. It's amazing, these Grammos. Can be found in such small blocks or nodules. Yeah, lovely. Well, I'm glad I took the low route back from the far bay, because I've just stumbled upon this nice spherical nodule. And I've just given it a tap, and look at this. Beautiful Grammo right in the middle of the nodule. Can't get better than that. Lovely. And do you know what? Just as I put the bag down to put that one away, look at this. There's another one. Get in. In a good Grammo day. Okay, we're in again. This time we've got ourselves a nice healthy. So again, I've just been working my way through all these fallen shell blocks, turning them over, seeing if I can spot any signs of nodules or keels, and got a one sticking out there. Give that a few taps and see what it is. Okay, so it's small, but I think I can see spikes or nodes on there. Not sure, but yeah, definitely worth taking. Well, we are in luck. Another Pteronoceros. I think there's a good chance that's all going to be there. Beautiful. Here we go. Oh yeah, it looks like that could all be there. This looks like it could be. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, that looks like that's a few cracks in it already. I'll just give that a tap actually, see what it reveals. Well, this looks like a DAC on a DAC. So obviously that top one's crushed, but I think it's probably a full one underneath it. So I just picked these up on the way in. So I might give them a hit, see if there's anything in there. And if there is, I'll show you. Okay, just spotted this. Looks like a decent shaped nodule. Oh yeah, there you go. You can see the keel sticking out of that one. Yeah, we'll keep that one. Okay, so David found a really nice nodule, and that's definitely got an ammonite in there, and that's looking like a really nice Hildoceros. That's going to be a beauty. Fantastic find. Well, we've got a few belonites sticking out of this. One there, one there. There's a tip of one there. So yeah, quite a bit to look through here and see what's in here. There would have been an ammonite in there that's broken in half. Yeah, quite a bit to look through. Oh, well, this is a shame. Gave this one a tap, and look at that, it's just obliterated a really nice brown hildy. What a shame. Yeah, well, here's one. Just waiting to be found. Is it all there? Yeah, it might be. Yeah, it might be actually. A little bit missing there. Otherwise, not bad. Okay, so there's a couple of likely looking nodules here. Might give that one a tap in a bit. It's definitely got one in there. See that? And no, that one's not going to have one in there. But yeah, stick with me and I'll tap a load at the end. We've got a few here preserved in shale. They're not going to be any good, but I did just spot this one. This looks to all be there. That's a good one. And actually, right next to it, another one. Yeah, looks like it's worth having a little look around here. Must be a fairly fresh cliff fall. So yeah, I'll keep looking, and if I find any more, I will let you know. Here's another one. I'm not sure it's all there. Maybe. I'll add it to the pile to tap later. So this seems to be a little catch-all for nodules that are falling out of the cliff. Don't know if there's anything in any of them. Loads of nodules around here. That one must, yeah, the signs on that one. Not sure about that. Not looking very promising. A couple more up here, look. That's definitely got one. It's okay. Well, a few there, I'll pop them in the bag and may as well give him a hit later. Right, a couple more nodules here. Not sure that's got anything in it. Maybe. And well, that one does, but it could well be crushed. Now this is the way we like to find them. Let's play the easiest ever spot the fossil. Go. Look at that. Nicely beach prepped. Lovely. Okay, we've got another one just out here in the shale. Looking promising. Whoa, I might have a blown centre, that one. Although, might be alright from the other side. I just spotted a nodule in here, so I gave it a smash to get it out. And look at that. Definitely a full duck in there. Oh. Well, I've just hit here to try and get this out without breaking it, and look at this lovely belemnite that's just shown itself. I'll see if I can get that out as well at the same time. Okay, I've got it out, and yep, definitely a duck in there. And I'm going to still try and get this out. Okay, well, it did come out, but it come out in 3 different bits, but it's got the fragment cone on the end of it. So yeah, I'll probably see if I can glue that back together. First find of the day, this lovely little shell. Beautiful one, that one. So here's an example of all the different types of stuff you can find here. So on this bit we've got that belemnite coming across there, we've got a shell there, and we've even got a ammonite there. So yeah, plenty to be found. So I've just seen a few lumps and bumps on the outside of this one, so I'm giving it a hit. And we've got an ammonite in there. Not quite sure what that one is. Could be a pleuro. Wouldn't surprise me if there might be more in there, so yeah, we'll take that one back. This is an interesting one. We've got a belemnite fragment cone there. We've also got a ammonite in there as well. Interesting little piece. Well, there's another nice shell there. Decent size. Well, here's an even better shell. We've got a double. One there and one there. Big size as well. Nice little block. Well, it's a bit beach worn, but there's the alligator citrus there, right in the middle of that nodule. Well, what a shame on this one. It looked like a good nodule. Gave it a split across the middle, but unfortunately it has split right through. That would have been beautiful, that one. Well, that would have been nice for whoever's got the positive of that negative. Lovely little, I'm guessing an Elegantissimus. Okay, just spotted this. Definitely an ammonite in there. I might actually give it a hit and see what happens. Okay, just hit this one open and we can definitely see there's a DAC in there. So yeah, that one's worth keeping. Okay, here's one that's definitely got one in, a small one. And also this most spherical golden cannonball that I found, I think. Almost like a table tennis ball. And another one that's come out of the rock pool. And yeah, hasn't split as badly, that one. Probably worth keeping, that one. Another one out of the rock pool. And it's got a couple of Elegantissimuses in. Hasn't split brilliantly. But yeah, still interesting, I guess. Well, nice bed of night there. Let's see if I can get that out in one piece. And then I've also found a couple of nodules that I'll hit in a minute. Okay, this looks promising. It's like a Paranoceros, and could be all there. Actually, what's this? Oh, a nice little shell block. Really nice. Well, I'm no bone expert, but I think that is probably a bit of bone. Looks like it. I'll get that checked. So this is an interesting block. I can see something there, something there. I think I might give it a tap, see what's in there. Okay, here we go. I've got it open and yeah, that was a Grammo. Yeah, looks like there's must be something else. Oh yeah, there you go. Well, a much bigger one. Very nice. I just gave the other big bit of bass just in case there was anything else in there. Look at that. Beautiful colour on that. Okay, got another promising rock here. So I'll give that a tap, see what's in there. Well, there were bits and bobs in there, but hasn't broken very well. So I don't think there's anything salvageable. Well, giving it a few more hits, and actually it would have been quite a good block. Seems like there's quite a lot in there. But I think that's probably salvageable, so I'll keep that. So this looks promising. This is how I found it. I've not hit it. It's obviously fallen and cracked across there. Hopefully it's missed. Oh, it hasn't missed it, look. It's gone straight through it. Well, yeah, might see what else there is in there in that block. Well, got a couple of Grammos out of it. So yeah, not too bad. Okay, so just had a tap into this bit, and look at this. Nice multi-block of Grammos. A lovely golden one there. Okay, so just tap this one, and there's a lovely looking Grammo in there. Hopefully it's all there. But yeah, some lovely sutures on there. Lovely colour. Well, originally that caught my attention. But I've just seen next to it this lump of golden rock, and that looks like that's definitely an ammonite on there. In fact, we could probably chisel that off. Bear with me. Okay, looks like there's something good tucked all the way under here. If I can get to it, if it's not jarred. Ah, that's a shame. Not all there. That would have been a nice one. So I've just noticed this fallen bit of shale and just tapped that out, and there was a tiny ammonite in there. So I'm going to carry on breaking it up and see if there's anything else in there. Well, got a few nodules out of it, so I'll give them a hit and see if there's anything in there. Well, there's nothing in the small one or that one, although there was tiny gracile ammonite in there, but I can tell there's one in here already without having to hit it. So that should be a complete one. Okay, so I've spotted this one in the side of this shell block, so I'm going to see if I can get it out. I'll have to be careful, I have to go around the edge because otherwise it will just snap. Okay, we broke it up and it's come out, and that looks like possibly all there. But that's a nice one. There's a little bonus one on the way in. Okay, so first find. This, you can definitely see there's one in there, you don't need to hit that one. Nice ammonite in there. Right, I've spotted a keel down here. Don't know if it's all there or not. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks like it probably is all there. Quite thin. So yeah, I'll not break that now because we start splitting with it being that thin, but yeah, definitely another ammonite. Right, this is what you want to walk upon. A nice big spherical golden nodule like that. Now that would be really nice if that had a big elegantistrus right in the middle of it. I'll see if I can break it on camera. Okay, got a nice split, fingers crossed. Ah, it's completely empty. Okay, here's another promising looking nodule, but I know from experience this can take a while to open, so I'll open it, and if there's anything in there, I'll show you. Well, there was something in there, but I'm not sure what it was that. So yeah, if anyone knows, let me know. There's a nice big bit of coral. However, that is way too heavy to carry off the beach, but that looked great in a garden. Okay, so here's our first find. This looks very interesting. Not really sure what type of ammonite that will be, but definitely is an ammonite. So let's give it a hit and see if we can get it out. Ah, look at that. Lovely little hildy, or big hildy. And that bit was missing, that was all crystallised, but yeah, the rest of it should be very nice. Just in case you couldn't see it then. There it is. Nice. Really nice shell block here. You can see all the shells there. Even with all that sand and clay on. Yeah, lovely shell block. Well, here's a big bit of shale that's obviously washed down from further north. You see a belemite on there? Is there anything else? No, do not like it. Right, so there was one in there, but obviously it's split in half, but could still have a decent middle on what's left, so I'll give it a hit and we'll have a look. Well, I found a handy little table to break it open on. It's a shame that that bit was missing because it looks like that's a really nice one. But there'll still be something salvageable in there. Just either have to trim it down to that bit or see what it's like. Maybe it'll stand like that, but yeah, definitely worth keeping. Okay, let's play a game of Spot the Fossil. Fairly easy one, I think. It's in a nodule. And here we go. We can see that on the edge. So you know there's definitely one in there. So yeah, I'm actually going to give that one a hit and see what's inside there. Okay, here we go. Oh no, it's a disaster, look. Ah, how's it done that? Yeah, might glue that back together, sorry, and then prep it, because that looks like a nice one in there. But yeah, what a terrible split. Yeah, well, this is incredible. I picked this up thinking it was a nice looking nodule, and there was at one point a really nice ammonite stuck there out of the top. I'll give it a hit, see if there's any more in there, but I think the good one's already gone. Okay, let's play another game of Spot the Fossil. Here we go. We're just sticking out there. I'll give that a little tap, see what it looks like inside. Well, I just gave it a few gentle taps, and it's not preserved very well at all, but there's a little bit of a middle there, so probably just worth keeping. And here's a nice bit of coral. That's nice, that goes all the way through. Yeah, and that's a keeper. Okay, so David's found the first fossil, and look at that. Nice little Elegantistrus multi-block. Some lovely colours in that. Really nice find. Alright, so just hit this rock open. There's a nice little one in here, look. Right next to a nice shell. Actually, that's quite a nice little piece. Well, that's it all. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And the rest of the videos that I made in 2025, I'm going to make lots more in 2026 and hopefully find even more amazing fossils. So until next time, I'll catch you later. Please like and subscribe. Oh, and enjoy some nice scenic videos for the remainder.